Hi guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. So for today's video, we are going to discuss about the homeroom guidance of grade 11, quarter 1, module 4, entitled Me and My Decisions. So at the end of this module, you are expected to, number 1, describe what makes a right and a wrong decision or action. Number 2, demonstrate awareness on the indicators of committing right and wrong decisions. And number 3, appreciate appropriate response in dealing with right or wrong decisions. We are what we make. Our actions and decisions affect the way we live our lives. If you decide to study despite the hardships during this pandemic, this decision affects your daily activities, which may include household chores, errands, and the like. Because you chose to study, your daily life would now include accomplishing self-learning modules and communicating with your teachers or classmates in various ways. This is an illustration of how your life becomes dependent to your decisions. May this module help to appreciate how you can improve your way of living through your own decisions. Let's try this first activity entitled Myself Deciding Right and Wrong. How do you describe yourself when you have committed a right decision? How about if you have committed a wrong decision? Get a short bond paper, pencil, and coloring, and divide the bond paper into two and draw yourself when you have committed a right and wrong decision. In the first column, this is me when I have committed a right decision. And in the second column, this is me when I have committed a wrong decision. After the first activity, we are going to answer the following processing questions on a clean paper and make sure to write your name, title of the activity, and compile it in your portfolio. So here are the processing questions. Number 1. How do you compare the two images of yourself? Number 2, did you have the same decision-making process for both situations? And explain an example for each. And number 3, if you are to assess whatever decision you made in the past 2 months, where do you categorize them and why? Let's proceed to our second activity for this module. Remember more about your experiences in making right and wrong decisions. At the back of the same paper, explain the situations where each image reflects. Make your answer in essay format guided by the following pointers. Number 1. What was running in your head when you were in that situation? Number 2. What did you feel about the situation? Number 3. What did you do about that situation? And number 4. How did your body react to that situation? And after that, you are going to answer these pressing questions. Number 1, what insights did you get from both the experiences of making a right and a wrong decision? Number 2, what changes did both decisions make in your life? And number 3, if given a chance, would you still do the same decisions? Why or why not? Considering the many choices that we face each day, it is imperative to know relevant information on how to better handle decision making. Although we differ in handling decision, we learn better by tracing back how others deal with it and how they manage to handle it. In a study on competence and quality in real-life decision making by Martin Gisler and Carl Martin Alwood, published on November 6, 2015, the researchers established that self-awareness or our ability to self-monitor is associated with our capacity to make sound judgment. In the same light, emotional intelligence supports the belief that our emotions affect our decisions. The ability to properly know the emotion in self and others have direct relationship in decision making. Moreover, time approach is a decision-making competence. People tend to believe in right or wrong timing in dealing with decisions. There may be decisions made in a rush but come out right, but there are those that result in the negative. There are instances that procrastination or delaying few things bring acceptable results, depending on the timing of the decision making. The latter, however, should not be taken as a good example in all other life undertakings. When do you know if you are about to commit a right or a wrong decision? Nobody knows better your situation except you. Hence, it would be helpful to look at the bigger picture and analyze the impact of your decisions. The following are just some ways that you can use as a guide. Number one, any decision-making process should come with facts. We don't decide based on impulse or gut feel, especially if the decision would mean a complete turnaround of your life. For example, your college course or curriculum exit. Have those helpful facts guide you on your next move. Number two, weigh the pros and cons. In school, you are being trained to be responsible and accountable to all your actions. You cannot blame anybody for your decision except for some setup. The moment you said yes to indulge yourself with vices, you are embracing its consequences as well. The same way when you resolve to yourself to finish studies and have a stable career in the future, you are up to face the challenges that come with it. Number three, consult people if you must. Nobody has the monopoly of knowledge. There are times that even experts must seek the help of their family, friends, and colleagues. In your context, you can ask people from your trusted adults like guidance counselor, teacher, or parents. However, keep in mind that your experiences are different from the experiences of the people around you. So be particular in terms of what is doable and what is not in your setup. Number four, own whatever decisions you make. At the end of the day, you are responsible on how you define your life. At this point, you cannot delegate the important decisions for your life to others and blame them if they are wrong. Blaming is never a solution to correct any wrong actions. Take charge of your choices and be prepared for whatever it costs. However, be mindful of the limitations of your actions as there are areas where you still need to depend on some people like your parents or guardians. And last but not the least, remember that you are a work in progress. Would you know anybody who did not commit any mistake in the past? All of us, even your parents, teachers, guidance counselor, or classmates make mistakes at times, but it should not stop us from becoming the better version of ourselves. Despite considering the facts and weighing the pros and cons, there are times that we still fail to make the right decisions, and it's totally okay. We can use our insights and learnings from our mistakes, and that's how we make sense out of the past experiences. It should improve our perspective and make us more mature. Since we are done in our discussion, let's try this third activity in this module. You are going to write a narration of a decision you made in the past, which you consider a wrong one. Imagine how it would change if you apply all or any of the ways discussed in the previous part of the module. What could have happened if the course of action was different? And do this on a piece of paper. Let's try this another activity. So this activity will test you on the lessons you've learned in our discussion. So write your answer on a sheet of paper. And this is the question. How will you improve your decision making? Write at least 5 things that you certainly can apply in yourself. And now, it's time to share your thoughts and feelings. So you are going to complete the phrases below and do this on a clean sheet of paper. So first, a right decision for me is blank. Second, it is okay to commit a wrong decision as long as a blank. And lastly, from now on, I will own my decision by blank.